Let's talk about how we name triangles, and there's a couple of important things about triangles that we want to know. One of them is the names of the pointy bits. There's 3 on each triangle, obviously, and we call them a vertex. And the plural of that is vertices. So a triangle has 3 vertices, and they're important because we label these vertices with letters. So in this case, capital A, B, and C are the vertices of this triangle. A right angle triangle has this special little symbol, this little square in the bottom corner. If you see that, it is a right angle triangle. Even if it doesn't look right angled, then that means that it is. And unknown angles. We use letters from the Greek alphabet. And instead of X, Y's and Z's, for angles we tend to use letters from the Greek alphabet. This one here represents alpha, and it's basically saying this angle, it's a pronumeral for this angle. We write the name of the triangle as triangle ABC, okay, which is this triangle here. So we put the little triangle symbol to indicate we're talking about a triangle, and then the letters at each of the vertices. That triangle could have more than one name though, because it's also BCA or CAB, just depends on which order you go in. So that same triangle can have the 3 different names. The sides of a triangle are named by the letters at the vertices. So this line here runs from A to C, so the name of it is AC. This one runs from C to B, so the name of it is CB, and the same for AB. They can actually have another name for the sides, and that will be a single small letter. So this one could be called side AB or little c, and that represents the side that is opposite the corresponding vertice or vertex. So in this case we've got, this is the angle C, so the line opposite that is little c. In this case we've got the line that is opposite A, so we'll call that little a. And that just leaves little b, which is the line opposite capital B. So those lines could be called AB or C. Let's look at our other triangle. Let's call this one triangle XYZ. Once again, we've got an unknown angle. This time we'll use the Greek letter theta to represent our unknown angle. So the sides of a right angle triangle have certain names that relate to their position in reference to the unknown angle. So in any right angle triangle, the longest side is always called the hypotenuse. That also happens to be the side which is opposite the right angle. Okay, so if I go from the right angle opposite, the longest side we hit is always called the hypotenuse. The side that is directly opposite our unknown angle, which in this case theta, is called the opposite because it's opposite the angle, and the other side is called the adjacent. Okay, and we call that the adjacent because you'll see our unknown angle here, in this case theta, this is the other side that is touching that angle. Okay, so there's 2 sides. One of them is the hypotenuse, the other one is adjacent or next to our unknown angle, so we call that one the adjacent. There's a couple more Greek letters there which sometimes you'll see as angles: lambda, beta, and the one that we just used, theta. That is how we go about naming triangles.